Assalamualaikum and hello YouTube, my name is Nur Muhammad from NAWatch and I'm back with the full review for this Sinn 556i, right? So I've done a somewhat of an unboxing video last week, and I've mentioned that this watch is on loan to me from my buddy Mr. WK you can find him on Instagram at chrono.path, right? So he's lent me quite a lot of watches this past few months, and thank you very much, buddy, for letting me check out your cool watches, right? So if you guys are new to this channel, I review watches that is under $250 and its accessories, and yes, sometimes I do get this very nice and more expensive than $250 watches. So yeah, it's nice to check out some expensive watches as well, right? So if you guys are returning subscriber, thank you very much for the support. Jazakumullah khairan kathira. Arigato gozaimasu minasan. And terima kasih. Alright, so let's get into the watch. Right, so let's get into the specs first. So the diameter of this particular watch is 38.5 millimeters in diameter from here to here. The lug to lug from here to here is 46 millimeters, and the thickness is just about 11 millimeters, making it one of the most comfortable watch on the wrist, right? So the lug width is 20 millimeters, so it is very just a perfect size if you want to use this as your one and only watch or as a daily watch, right? But how much is the price then? So later you can get this with the bracelet version, which is this H-link bracelets for about 1500 or about ringgit Malaysia 6,000 ringgit, or you can get the version with the leather strap for about 1300, I think. So yeah, I have the leather strap with me, a very nice soft and supple leather strap, right? So this version is going cost you about 1300. I've mentioned in my previous video that I've had the not this version, I've had the Sinn 556A version, the version with the 12, 3, 6 and 9 numerals, but this one is the I version, which is featuring this rectangular markers, hour markers on the dial, right? So that's about the dimension. So let's check out how it weighs, right? So this thing, I've put it on this silicone strap from Blushark needle strap, so it's less than 100 grams at 87.2. but if we take off the strap, and the weight of the head is about 63 grams, and together with the supplied bracelet size for my 6.75 inch wrist, is gonna weigh about 140 grams, which is a very nice weight for a daily watch, right? So what do you get for the money then? So this is of course a set made from 316L stainless steel, and it doesn't really have that Sinn technology regimented steel even as an option, so you only get a fully brushed, or we should not call this brush, right? This is called a satinized finish, right? So you can see that the brushing or the satinization of this finishing of this case is really beautiful. If you want to check this brush finishing, you have to look at this particular watch, which is the this dive pilot watch. So you can see those quite a harsh looking brushing there, but on this one you can see that the finishing is very fine, so that is why they call it a satinized finish, right? So other than that, what do you get for your money? So you have that a flat sapphire crystal with a double anti-reflective coating, right? So you can see that I have my fingerprint up there. This happens because there are anti-reflective coating on the top and at the bottom of this crystal, which makes the dial very legible in the afternoon, and you can see it looks like it doesn't have any crystal at all, right? So because of that anti-reflective coating, so the piano black dial looks really beautiful, looks really deep. And if you compare it with a single AR coating watch, you can see that this one also, this Hamdallah 6105 homage, also featuring a piano black dial, but it doesn't look as black as the Sinn, right? So you can see that there is a bit of a difference between these two watches in terms of the ink black. Visually, this thing looks much more black, mainly due to the anti-reflective coating, right? So as for the hands, the hands featuring this loomed hour hand and also minute hand, and together with the second hands, or is it? I'm not really sure, but we'll check the loom later on. And all of these markers are all loom in, I think, in C1 Super Luminova, which is unfortunately not that bright. It would last long enough until the morning, but not as bright as we would expect from a German made, or for a $1,500 US dollars watch. So it's a bit disappointing, but it is what it is, right? So let's check out the loom before I completely forgot, right? So that is the C1 Super Luminova shining in the dark, right? So if you compare it with the C3 Super Luminova on this Hamdallah, yes, they are now, initially they are both bright, and if you compare it to the to this Addis Dive, yes, this definitely you will see that the Addis Dive is much more greener compared to this Sinn. So that is why I say it is using a C1 Super Luminova, right? So that's the only thing that for me Sinn should improve, you know, because you know things like these Chinese watches, they made watches with tons of loom, so maybe it is time for Sinn to keep up with the competition, right? So not that I say that this is a competition to the Sinn, but still you need to step up, guys, right? So the Sinn dial featuring a very simple Sinn writing at the top and automatic at the bottom, and it is mentioned here made in Germany, although the movement that is used here is using a Swiss movement, which is the SW200. And you can see that black wheel, date wheel there, which featuring unfortunately is not using a piano black date wheel, but is a black date wheel with white printing on top, right? So at the back we have this SW200 movement. So it is quite a disappointment, because when I had my Sinn 556A, that one is using the ETA 2824, but understandably, because ETA has cut the supply for other manufacturers, so that is why Sinn is using the SW200. But fret not, guys, this is a top grade movement, and Sinn is regulating this movement, and that is why it is I think slow at about 1 second per day. And check out that gold color rotor. Oh, that is so beautiful, with this perlage going on the rotor and also on the bridges of the movement. And this one is featuring a 28,800 beats per hour, and also 38 hours of power reserve. And of course we have an anti-magnetic property here, 230 bar or 200 meters of water resistance, right? So that water resistance is also helped by this. Oh man, this crown, easily this is the best crown that I've checked on any watch ever, right? So the operation of the crown is very nice, and when you want to screw it down, it's just very easily grip into the thread, and boom, you are good to go for 200 meters of water resistance, right? So the crown is featuring this S logo here, and the diameter, I completely forgot to check how big or how small is the crown. So I think this is about, yep, that is about 6 millimeters in diameter. Very easy to grip and use in everyday situation, right? So what else that we need to talk about this watch? Yeah, the bracelet. Let's check out the bracelet. So the bracelet is, for me, is a bit of a let down. So if you are to buy this on the leather straps, and you need to buy another metal bracelet, you know what, for me at least, I don't think it's worth the money. Of course, it features this again similar finishing, satinized finishing with this H-link bracelet, which is using this dual screw, dual hexagon hex screws on both side, right? So the sizing, it's really not that difficult, but the one thing that lets me down is this very simple clasp. You need to pull that off, and we have a nice scissor clasp here, and we have, for whatever reason that I'm not really sure, we have this, what do you call this, diverse extension, which I definitely won't use because this is a pilot's watch. And check out how difficult it is to get this thing out of this clasp, and boom, yeah, that's nice one, but totally unneeded in a pilot's watch, in my opinion at least. And we have just 3 micro adjusts, which is quite weird because, you know what, we have tons of extra space here, maybe because of that diverse extension they couldn't put more holes inside there. I'm not really sure, but yeah, of course we have a solid end link, which is a given because of the price of this watch, right? So what else? That's about it. The bracelet, oh, the leather strap is quite nice actually. So I've used mine on the leather strap, and this is very nice. I think they are made by the Modell, a German manufacturer. But it's written here Edelstahl. I'm not really sure what that means, right? So anyway, what do I think about this watch? Oh, I should give you guys a wristwatch check, right? So I'm wearing, just now I mentioned that I'm using this dive watch, another pilot's watch, and I should show you guys how it looks on my 6.75 inch wrist. So I'm gonna be putting it on this Blushark silicone strap, right? So let's see how easy or difficult it is to put it on the Blushark strap. So this one features a quick release spin, so yeah, and this one, of course, the case is using these drill holes, drill lug, so making it very easy to swap in and swap out, right? So I just love this black and white tile because it is quite versatile watch to be paired with tons of different straps. You can dress it up, you can dress it down, and you can put it on NATOs, you can put it on paratrooper strap, or you can of course put it on this how to say, rally style strap, right? Check out that red stitching, plays really nice with that black tile. Oh my god, smudges, right? So I just love this watch because of its versatility. If I am to own just one watch, this might be the watch to be, but I prefer watches with strong lume, guys. So that is why I have to find another watch that have a similar aesthetic to this Sinn, but with a much stronger lume. So do give me a a suggestion down below, right? So very nice, just nice at 11 millimeters in thickness. I just love this thing, but it's not for me, right? So anyway, what else should we talk about this watch? As a conclusion, if you guys just want a simple daily watch, a sports watch, a pilot watch that has a 200 meters water resistance, it has anti-magnetic properties, and it is using a Swiss made movement but made in Germany, you can't go wrong with the Sinn. I just love this thing. But if you want it, you better buy it now, because Sinn normally will increase their price at about 10% per year, right? So I bought my Sinn 556A in 2016. At that time it cost me just about $800, but now this thing has increased like what, $1,300 on the strap, and $1,500 on the bracelet, which is damn expensive, right? So yeah, it is what it is, but yeah, what to do. Alright, so if you guys like this video, please give me a thumbs up, and if you want to see more future video reviews such as this one, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, I'll see you soon. Stay safe. Bye bye.